Right on cue, like I told y'all, Stephen A is on the Beyonce Taylor Swift Deluxe World Tour right now. This is going to be going on for the next 5 days. Minimum. I mean, this is probably the third time I've seen him talk about it. This is 2 hours ago. Stephen A. Smith goes off on LeBron James and exposes him for not attending Kobe Bryant's memorial. Now he's getting super duper extra terrestrial personal. Without further ado.
He'd be happy with the things that I haven't brought up. I never brought up really and never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's memorial service. I never really brought up or discussed why you did not attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction when that man was directly responsible for you capturing a championship for the first time in your career. I brought up none of that. I didn't bring up the fact that even though when people had asked, you had alluded to what had happened tragically to your son, and thank God he's okay with his heart condition. I didn't bring up the fact that even though you couldn't go to the Hall of Fame induction of Dwayne Wade weeks earlier, you were out of the country on business. I didn't bring that up. That's your personal business, okay? But the fact is, you wasn't at the Hall of Fame induction of a brother that's going to drastically assist to you being a Hall of Famer because he helped you become the champion that you are, and he was a big brother to you. I brought up none of these things. So
I saw this. I didn't watch the video because I wanted to react to it with you guys. But then there's a community note. And it says, is it correct? LeBron was in attendance according to LA Times, Washington Post, and Entertainment Tonight. But it gets even worse. It says, the Los Angeles Times have reported that the Lakers star was indeed in attendance, although we couldn't see him, while some people thought it was not correct that James was not filmed at the ceremony. Others say that he might have asked not to be filmed in the Kobe Bryant Memorial out of respect. So Stephen A goes and spews that nasty rhetoric to start off his monologue. Hey man, Bron be capping sometimes, Stephen A be capping sometimes. These niggas both be capping. But you can't go on here and lie about him not being at a memorial service in which he was at just because you didn't see him on camera. That is crazy to assume, and then you get fact checked down below. But like I said, this is allegedly recording according to LA Times, Washington Post, Entertainment Tonight. I am just repeating what I'm seeing and what you guys are seeing. Secondly, though, yeah, not being at the Jersey retirement ceremony, a little odd. Not being at the Hall of Fame induction, that's also kind of interesting as well, because I was actually there. I was there when Dwayne Wade got inducted. We were there on behalf of the NBA, and there was rumblings like, oh yeah, Bron's supposed to pull up, and then he just ended up not pulling up. So yeah, I was expecting to see Bron there for sure. I was like, D Wade, Paul Gasol, Tony Parker, but I'm like, more so D Wade. Allen Iverson was there. Jason Tatum was there. I think Bam Adebayo was there. Udonis Haslem was there. Like all the guys was there. Chris Bosh was there. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, Bron about to be, you know what I'm saying? Bron about to walk in. So I'm asking, like, yo, where Bron? Is Bron coming? And they're like, yeah, he's supposed to be here. Like he has his seat, yada, yada. And it didn't end up showing up. So, yeah. But the main reason why I came to watch this was because of this clip.
That man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately. That man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
No. Stephen A, no. No, don't do that.
Clean up that cut more. Raise him up. Yeah, make it more free. Yeah, push. Clean up that cut more. Raise him up. Yeah, make it more free. Yeah, push.
Don't get on the internet saying that. But this is a clip. The full clip, I watched the full clip. You know what I'm saying? I do my research. I don't just watch off of clip culture. He said, basically he was saying like, I have a screen recorder. Hold on. One sec. Hold on one sec. Because I don't want to paraphrase and get it wrong. Give me 1 second. Where is the clip at? All right, found it. Here we go.
And had I done something, what do y'all want me to do? You want me to act? You want this to be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith? And let me state for the record that while we bring up that, let me assure you it wouldn't have gone down like that. I would have gotten my ass kicked. Because had that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him.
So, context is clue here. He said, I would have got my ass kicked because if he touched me, I would have swung on him, meaning that Braun would have beat my ass. So, that was the full context. So, when I saw this, I said, nah, there's no way he just says that off the blue. So, I had to go watch it. And I was like, oh, so the context actually makes sense. He's saying, I would have gotten beat up because I would have swung on him had he touched me. So, the statement is not as crazy. It's still crazy. It's still crazy, but it's not as crazy as this clip makes it look. So I saw that and I was just like, man, Stephen A, bro, just stop it. Just stop it. Like Braun went on Pat McAfee. He went on the Rivaling show, The First Take, and on the ESPN platform because they were in Indiana, playing in Indiana. So I knew Stephen A was going to address it. He addressed it that day, right after. He addressed it on his show. And then he went back on ESPN again today and addressed it again. So that's already 3 times in the past 24 hours. That he's talked about and addressed everything going on with LeBron. He's gonna go back on the show again tonight. That's 4. And he might go at this point. He might go on CNN or something. I don't know. I'm telling you, it's a world tour. He gonna go. He might go back on Gil's Arena because that's Gil's Arena is technically for the culture. He might go on 520. Bro, it's just crazy what's going on. But I will say that with all of this happening last night, Braun didn't have the best game, but he does this. This was the equalizer. Oh my gosh. And this is the equalizer. Lucas shoots it. Braun tips it in for game. Braun hit a game-winning buzzer beater the night of all of everything, the interviews and everything going on, the allegations that he be lying, he's two-faced, yada, yada. He has a terrible game, right? I think he shot like somewhere 4 for like 14 or something like that from the field, but he hits a game-winning field goal. And everybody wants to say, that's a tip-in. That ain't no game-winner buzzer beater. On the stat sheet, that's a field goal attempt. And that's a field goal that went in, and that field goal counted as 2 points. He could have shot that from 20 feet out. He could have shot it from 10 feet out. He could have shot it from 1 feet out. It could have been a layup. Tip in, layup, mid-range, fade away, 20 foot, all day. Lakers in 5. Hey, he hit it on the same day. Like, this was like I know Stephen A was sick to his stomach. Especially seeing it, seeing how he scored it this way. Like, he scored it this way off of a tip in. Say what you want, brother. That still counts as a game-winning buzzer beater. That still counts. Although the Lakers blew a lead, that still counts, man. Like I said, brother, at the end of the day, Stephen A, man, I have nothing but respect for what you do in the media world. I have nothing but respect. But now it's became personal. So I think it would just make sense to just leave it alone, because now your judgment when you talk about LeBron, I feel like it's going to be a little bit skewed because it is personal. Because if I have a personal vendetta against somebody, my natural reaction is going to be to skew the information a little bit, or skew my reaction, because I'm like, I don't fuck with bro. So like, we shouldn't even talk about it. So I think they should let bygones be bygones. Braun said what he said. Stephen A has been saying what he's saying. They should just leave it. Don't talk about it no more, because Stephen A also said, I can't wait till you retire. I'm going to, so I don't have to talk about you no more. That's cap. Braun's going to be a topic of discussion even when he retires a year or 2, 3, 4 years after. Braun's still going to be brought up in the headline, Stephen A. And you're going to talk about him for sure. Because he's going to be doing something in the media, whether he's trying to buy an NBA team or his son is always going to be in the league. Braun's going to be a topic of discussion. Let's stop the cap. Just how Michael Jordan is still topics of conversations today, and he hasn't played since 2002? 2001, 2002? Come on, man. What we doing? Appreciate y'all. Love you. We have to say sayonara. Stephen A. Let it go, man.